All right, so here I'm looking for a kill on Draven. Um, we have advantage in lane, or we had advantage in lane because one, Sona was out of mana, and for two, she actually stepped out to put a ward down in river. So now not only do I know where she put the ward, but I know that we can still outtrade them despite um, Lucian popping his flash. Here I'm trying to get an angle for a stun, but I'm still a little wary because I don't know where their jungler is. I get a two-man stun, and I don't decide to go all in because Lucian's still behind me farming. I know that we still have heal, but I want to call for a gank either way. So yeah, here I just ping for Lucian to go all in because we still have heal, and he obliges. I take the kill because he's been doing a lot of farming. I honestly don't know if he was going to follow up on that. But here we have another clip of me calling in for a gank. I know these guys are gankable. They have, or at the time they had no summoners. So I wanted to make something happen. Here I get a ping from Zed. So I know that I can safely all in them. I come in from the side and get a two-man stun. And I back off because I don't want to give Draven a kill. Here, I know he had Deathmark. I wanted to ult him so that he wouldn't get away. And, I mean, he ends up dying in the end, but unfortunately I flash into his, what is it, Whirling Death, his ultimate, and I end up giving them a kill anyway. Um, Here, again, I want to look for a kill. I want to look for a 2v2 because I have exhaust. I put down some heals in advance and get a stun on Sona. I ult Draven so that we can burst Sona down without getting any damage putting back on us, but Draven still ends up getting his ultimate out despite him being ulted, and I'm not able to pick up my heals and survive through it, and go figure Amumu's there anyway, so... After I'm dead, I'm a little bit salty, so I want to make something happen here. Everyone's recalling, so they obviously don't know it's warded, or they obviously don't know it's warded, yeah. So I put the slow down on Amumu before I go through to ensure that I get the slow on him. I kite back their bot lane so I can try to get a stun on both of them. And as we're taking the pink, I get an angle down, and here should have been a two-man stun, but I messed up the angle of both the portal and the stun. Lucian goes a little bit ham. I'm sorry, Lee Sin goes a little ham, ends up getting himself killed. Jack's TP comes out, so we disengage. Um, I'm not sure what was going on here. Jack stays for a really long time, and I actually notice Draven right here recalling. So I decide that we can fight Jax. Get a nice stun on him. Lucian follows up, thankfully. And as he hops away, I use my ulti. I try to do a fancy flash Q just in case he had flash, but he didn't anyway. I don't get the stun, doesn't really matter. And we get the kill. So yeah, here I notice Zed going in on Kale. I decide to swoop in to see if I can help him. He gets the kill. She didn't have ult or something. And we clean up. After that, I just want to put down some heals in mid lane in case I need them, and I decide to recall. Now here I want to explain something. As I recall, I have my core items. I have Frost Queen's Claim, I have Sidestone, and I have my boots too. Now I want to start building for the comp. So I look at them, I notice Draven and Kale are the strongest two people on their team. We have a Fed Zed and a Fed Lucian. So as long as I can keep them alive, it won't matter. Like, we're going to win fights as long as they're alive. So I decided to build a Mikhail's instead of an Aegis, because I figure it'll help us a lot more in team fights. Here Zed is getting picked off again. I'm coming in to try to help, and I don't know, I probably could have played this better. I could have played this a lot better, actually. But I get a two-man stun. Sona's out of mana, moves low, so I ult Kale to ensure no damage gets put down on Lucian. We get the kill on Sona, and I fuck up my wall, so Kale ends up getting away. I chase her for way too long, and I die for no reason. So just be careful with that. Yeah, don't get yourself baited. Here, we're just kind of doing a little power struggle trying to defend our turret. We died a lot of times ever since that last clip. We're throwing pretty hard, but we can still fight, and I know that. I have my Mikhail's completed, but it's on cooldown. I want to go back and buy, but they're sieging our bot turret, so I decide to stay. I put down Frost Queen's Claim because I don't know where Mumu is, and there he is on the flank. So we end up seeding that out. Lucian gets a Q, so I'm looking for an initiation. I find Sona. Draven sidesteps out of it, and I get a quick stun on Jax as he flashes over the wall. Yeah, this team fight was chaos. Instead of going in initially, I decided to kite back and help our carries. I get a flank on Kale. It doesn't matter, I missed the Q. I have flash, I don't care. So I flash over the wall with her, help secure the kill, and I look for a flank on the other 3 remaining people. I get a nice wall so that I'm not too far in. Get a 2-man stun, and I kite back Draven. I don't want to get one shot. I exhaust him so Heimerdinger will live, but he cleanses it. But as he cleanses, I get the stun on him anyway, so it didn't even matter. We continue to push down. We get, I believe, yeah, we get the bot turret, maybe mid turret? Or inhibitor, I believe, yeah. And then we regroup. Yeah, Jax dodges that pretty easily. Lucian gets Goomba stomped. They chase. I don't want to fight. I don't see a reason to. I think we should set up for Baron, but they really want that kill. Kale comes in to save him, so here we skip ahead a little bit. Moon was clearing our pinks, so we know that they're looking for a Baron, or at least trying to clear vision. Pretty sure we can get a catch. I have ultimate. I have pretty much everything as far as actives go. They catch a Mumu, but it's just 2 of them. So as he Qs in, I notice Draven behind him. I ultimate Draven and throw out my ghosties, I think. Yeah, throw out my ghosties. Lee Sin's getting locked down pretty hard, so I hit him with my Mikhails and Aegis and pop him with a shield, or with a heal, I mean. He ends up getting out alive, and we can clean up the fight pretty easily after all that. Yeah, again, after this, I really want to kill Draven so that we can get more off of it. But, well, yeah, I don't know what that was. But he's kiting back really well. He was definitely the biggest threat this game. Dodges axes. And, I don't remember. I think I go back. Yeah, I go back. So here, I just want to show you something with the heals. This is why I max heal second now. As you can see, I'm at like, what, 500 health? 600 health? It's hard to see. But I put down 3 heals as we're taking Dragon. And after we're done with Dragon, look at that. I've restored over 50% of my total health. And thankfully I did that because, you see, I don't take that because I can't see them. I almost took it. I almost baited myself, but I don't take the portal. And since I'm basically full health, Sona just backs off me. If I had as much health as I did when we started taking the Dragon, she definitely would have flashed in or something to kill me. But I end up living and avoid throwing because of that. So here again, we're setting up for a Baron. We have Heimerdinger, so our siege, or our, I guess, counter siege is really, really good. Here we are. I see that top is pushing. I see that we have mid inhibitor down, so I'm really just trying to stall. Our team really wants to fight, but I don't see a reason to fight when we have basically a guaranteed top turret. So I'm just here stalling. They want me to ult. They really want me to ult, but I'm not about to do it. We don't have good enough vision to chase them into their own jungle or into mid lane. So I'd rather just wait for them. I'd rather see them show up in mid lane than take a chance and fight. So I save my ulti, we rotate to top and get a free turret. I sweep so that I can make sure we're not getting flanked or anything like that. Back them off, and here it's a good thing I saved my ult because, as you'll see, Mumu gets a really, really nice flash initiation. I ult Jax, keep him off of our carries, and we start to kite back. I'm the only one who gets ulted, so I exhaust Draven to keep him again from initiating on us. Pop Aegis, probably way too late there. Just wanted to use it to say I did. Yeah, we catch Jax. Not sure what he was doing there. And we continue the push. Here we get a little too ham. We go a little too ham. I use my Mikhails and heal and everything on Lee, but he died anyway. Lucian and I just kind of kite back. We really don't want to give up this Baron for free. So I come back in and I start sweeping so that I can get free poke over the wall. Kale flashes and I get a stun on her somehow. I ult Baron so that I can, stop them from killing it. Lucian's doing a really good job of fighting. I miss my stun here, which gets him killed, unfortunately. I pop Aegis so he can survive a little bit longer. Don't get the stun there. And after 3v2ing, we chase down Kayle and end up doing a 1 for 4. So that was a really, really good play. Jax is bot lane, so I know we can take this inhibitor for free, basically. And I really want to recall at this point. I have enough money for my Righteous Glory, and I decide to get Glory because we have no initiation except for Lee and basically my ulti. But since my ulti has such a long range, I want to make sure we can all follow up. Here we are just stalling for 5th Baron. I can 2-mana easily. I see a 4-man ultimate and pop my Glory, and we get fucked by a Lee kick. However, we do get Sona's ultimate and Draven's ultimate. So seeing that happen in slow motion, we decide to go for Baron once again. Unfortunately, my sweeper's not up. Well, it is now, but we can take this really quickly anyway. It's actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be, full ID. And we push mid and try to get the inhibitor so that we can secure a slow win. I pop my ghosties to make sure they're not doing anything crazy. Miss my ultimate on Kayle. And here's where things get a little weird. I E over the gate to get out, but Zed has to run out. He sees a pick on someone while we're trying to siege these turrets, and he ends up getting himself killed eventually. Yeah, there he is. He tries to ult Kayle, gets himself killed, and now Amumu gets a 3-man ultimate. I get crescendoed, but Lucian's in a good spot, so I'm not worried about it. I kite back. I exhaust Jax to help him not do anything at all. Didn't really matter. I get exhausted for whatever reason. And we just continue kiting back once again. There's a lot going on, so I slowed this down. You can see I missed my Q, unfortunately, but it didn't matter. We basically just powered through this fight. They got pretty much the perfect fight here, but Jax went too ham, and no one could follow up on Amumu's initiation, and that spells victory for us as we slowly push into their base. Hard fought battle, but in the end, we pushed through. So I wanted to thank you all for watching. I hope you learned more about Bard's playstyles, and I'll see you again next time.